Now that National Signing Day is behind us, let's go to Joe McCann for a recap of where some of the top players ended up.
Thanks, Charles. One of the big commits early on National Signing Day was top defensive back Trayvon Mullen out of Coconut Creek in Florida. He committed to national runner-up Clemson. His size and speed made him a hot commodity on the recruiting trail.
Trayvon is a long, athletic kid that can run with anybody. He can cover tall receivers, which is a premium right now on all levels of football. And so he's just a guy that's highly coveted by a lot of schools for those attributes.
His All-American teammates also picked their future schools as safety Malik Young signed with Miami and wide receiver Benjamin Victor committed to Ohio State. The Buckeyes had one of the nation's top classes overall, highlighted by defensive lineman Nick Bosa and local products running back DeMario McCall and tight end Luke Farrell. But the biggest get for Ohio State was a late flip from former Maryland commit Dwayne Haskins, an All-American quarterback who could be a big part of their future.
I'm just going to Columbia just because, one, it's my dream school. Two, I have an opportunity to do what I always dreamed, that's play at Ohio State. Coach Myers is a great coach, and have an opportunity to win a championship and be able to win Heisman's and go to National Football League.
One of the big stories on signing day, though, was the late surge by Michigan. The Wolverines already had top prospects like running back Kareem Walker and defensive end Carlo Kemp on board, but they landed the top overall prospect in the country, defensive tackle Rashan Gary out of Paramus Catholic in New Jersey.
He's the real deal. He's the full package. On the field, he goes 100 miles an hour. He plays fast. He's got, get off. He's got everything you want in a defensive line. He has a motor that never stopped.
The Wolverines also hauled in All-American Devin Asiasi out of California later in the day. He's a former quarterback who has blossomed into a physical, athletic tight end at De La Salle.
He's kind of lanky, but he was athletic, and we saw that he could do a lot of things. And we sat him down and told him that, tight end especially, but defensive end as well would be a position that we thought would be better suited for him in our program. And something that stands out is his physicality as a blocker. He's probably the most physical blocker that we've had as a tight end. Ever. What he does for us blocking is something that you don't see out of a lot of tight ends.
One more late commitment of note, Nate Craig of Tampa Catholic, who decommitted from Auburn this past summer, recommitted to the Tigers on signing day. After missing almost all of his junior season with a broken leg, he returned to flourish as a senior and could really thrive at the next level.
I would say probably explosive. More people call him man-child. I would say probably just like the way I carry myself. Just more humble and just going out there, not being a rah-rah guy, but I just do all the talking on the field.
That's a quick look at signing day. Let's send it back to Charles.